And the Blazers couldn't have looked any sharper as they came through. Looking now at the lineup for both teams tonight, some names out of action.
And some uncertainty arises when both teams are missing players. Who is better able to weather the storm and take care of business?
And the Clippers starting five. We've got Kawhi Leonard, Patrick Beverley out there with Paul George. Then it's Ivica Zubac. And it's Morris in at the four-man position. And for Portland, Monday Hollis Jefferson out there with Robert Covington. Then there's Yusuf Nurkic. Then it's Damian Lillard. And it's Powell in at the two guard. And so Beverley will bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers.
And Yusuf Nurkic, missing a whole calendar year not too long ago, was still involved with the team during that stretch and was a fixture on their bench.
Yeah, shout out to my boy Nurkic. Hey, bro, you had some wild shirts on the sideline. I couldn't even watch the game. You was over there dizzying cats up. But I know you were doing your thing, but he would use clothing to call out other players, teams, and commentators. Nurkic doesn't mince words, and I'm glad he's back and playing.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Now Powell. Lillard, the pass to Powell. Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Pass to Lillard. From deep. Nailed from three-point land.
His three-point shooting is an important part of this game. Lillard has to hit that shot all night if he wants to keep the D-honors.
George looking around. He lobs it up.
My goodness. Save that one. I want to see that again.
Me too. Just absolutely beautiful. Lillard dishes to Powell. Little over a minute 30 into this first quarter. Hollis Jefferson, good.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you had to bring much faster help than that.
Now, here's George. And it's Paul George with the finish.
Just phenomenal awareness by Beverley, just dishing the ball to the wide open man easily.
Here's Lillard. Six to shoot. And there's the pass to Pop. And the rejection by Zubac. And here comes Leonard leading the fast break. Lets a floater go.
And busting it up the floor. Leonard showing a lot of energy on the fast break. If there's one thing he doesn't lack, it's hustle.
Powell with it. Leonard picks him up. Powell the pass to Lillard. Powell dishes to Nurkic. Shoots over Zubac. The baseline jumper goes down. Hey, Greg, you played in a different era of NBA defense. When you look at how defense is played now in the league, how do you feel about it?
You know, Kevin, I think the introduction of the zone, by and large, has been great. You get a lot more switching, and I think it brings more skill into the game. Don't get me wrong. I do miss the physicality that we had back in the 90s, but I tell you what, right now, my body wishes I had the opportunity to play in this era.
I bet it does. Here's George, following the score by Damian Lillard. Back to George. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
And this is why you get George the ball there. He's solid at figuring out how to capitalize.
Pass to Powell. Here's the three. They get it again.
Oh, how about the finesse there? Nice little gentle touch on the board.
And you know, when you have that gentle touch, those tip-ins are easy to come by. Now, here's Beverley. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Zubac kicks to George. Zubac with it. Fires for three. And George is good for three. George has got 7 points.
And I love the floor spacing George gives you. His range seems to extend a little every year.
Powell, the pass to Lillard. And he makes that one.
doing. He doesn't play around. If the buck is there for him, he's going to get it.
And here's George. He has 7. Morris outside. Over in the corner, Zubats. Leonard inside. Defended by Covington. Leonard, no luck.
And you can see the defender's afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Beverly against Lillard. It's Powell on the wing. Down low. Here's Nurkic. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close. Well, earlier, Damian Lillard spoke to us about how he...
I look to the times where...
Greg, he's certainly a gentleman in victory and defeat.
You know, Lillard takes the L as a learning opportunity. Sure, it stings, but he also knows it can make them stronger if they use it right.
And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And taking a look at the Trailblazers' performance, what do you think they're doing or not doing?
Just cashing in on second chance opportunities. That's how they built this early lead.
Well, it's part of their strategy coming in, no doubt. And there may not be that much their opponent can do about it.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor. All fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. Setting the floor for the Clippers. We've got Reggie Jackson. DeMarcus Cousins out there with Batum. Then it's Luke Kennard. And it's man in at the small forward position. Anthony with the bucket.
That'll get you a pat on the back from your teammate McCollum. Unselfish and aware, picking out the perfect pass.
And McCollum on the floor, all business. Off the court, he's a very outspoken player, very colorful guy. And Greg, you were saying you see a future in media for him when he stops playing.
No doubt about it, Kevin. I mean, McCollum spoke up quickly about the seriousness of the virus when they were playing. He's very knowledgeable and shares what's on his mind. A media position after he's done playing is a very real possibility if he chooses to.
And here is Los Angeles now. The Blazers getting the bucket. Kennard finds Jackson. Back to Kennard. No good from outside.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
Simons surveying the D. Pass to McCollum. Here's Simons. It's Jones on the wing. Cantor inside, defended by Batum. And there's Cantor on the assist by Jones.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, it feels like they're just one step ahead right now, looking to build out their advantage even further.
And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. You know, winning that championship as you did, great for UNLV. Many people don't remember you played much of that season with a broken jaw.
Well, Kevin, I don't remember much of it, to be honest with you. It was pretty hazy. I lost 19 pounds over the course of the season.
Oh,
I was
goodness.
Championship night. I was 168 pounds.
No kidding.
Yeah. Well, I was wired shut
Wow.
for 8 weeks. Did miss a game, but I tell you what, I don't know if I would do that today. But, you know, it did turn out well with the championship.
As I recall, you broke it against Fresno State, correct?
Yes, yeah. Got my legs taken out from under me and broke the fall, whipped my face.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, ouch. McCollum's checked in for Portland. Here's George. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And the defense knows George can score from there, which is what forces them to kind of compromise at times defensively.
Both good from the line that time.
And working, Kevin, themselves to the line here in the second. A nice way to get your offense going.
Here's Simons, guarded by Jackson. Anthony kicks to McCollum. Over George. Pass to Simons. Portland needs to get off a shot. Jones. And it's the Clippers with the rebound.
I don't think the D does good enough here, but something causes the miss.
Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. Jackson dishes to Cousins. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time.
Oh, really? Cousins is so big and strong that you really have to whack him to prevent him from scoring. He welcomes contact with open arms and one.
Now here's McCollum. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Count the basket. Here's George. They trail by 7. And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. No good. His first miss after 3 makes.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Such a smart offensive player. When McCollum sees these shots open up, he doesn't think twice about firing.
Here's George following the basket by C.J. McCollum.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
And it's Cousins with the foul. That's his first foul. So Portland ends up going with the new group. And the Clippers making a change here as well. Kennard's checked in. Now here's Powell. Back to Lillard. 3-pointer. Portland no good that time either. And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. 9-point game. Kennard, the pass to Batum. Ripped away.
I appreciate the aggression, but that's already his second foul. He's got to play it a little safer.
It's his first trip to the line.
And he was 73% from the line a season ago. An average number in that regard.
And good on the second, so he makes them both.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Beverly finds Zubats. Back to Beverly. A 3 from Morris. Rebound by Nurkic. And oh, here we go. Lillard's got the fast break chance. Powell for 3. And no good on the last second attempt this time. And all right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter suit.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Well, the first quarter for the Trailblazers was fairly even. They didn't get more than a one-possession.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. Without question, George is displaying his skills today.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Yeah, working the ball, getting clean, quality looks. I mean, just efficient basketball through and through.
We've got Rondé Hollis-Jefferson. Powell is out there with Damian Lillard. Then it's Robert Covington, and it's Nurkic in at the pivot spot manning the middle. So that's who Terry Stotts starts the second half.
And the feed from George couldn't be better. The timing, the placement, everything about that dish was pinpoint.
And Lillard kicks to Powell. Dishes it to Nurkic. Powell against Beverly. It's good on the putback. Nurkic has got the lead up to 11 now for Portland.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Now the pass to Zubats. Outside, George. Kicks it to Beverly. And stolen by Lillard. And now Portland on the break. Lillard with the ball. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Trailblazers lead by 13.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Pass to Beverly. Kicks it out to Leonard. Back to Beverly. And it's Leonard at the elbow. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's George. Banked in off the glass. George has got 11 points.
You know, if you're only looking at the way he's played offensively, you'd think his team would have the lead.
Passes to Nurkic. Into the third we go. 2 minutes in now. Here's Lillard, and Damian Lillard with the jam.
When Lillard goes to work in the screen and roll, it's a beautiful thing. I mean, you pretty much pick your poison with him in the sets.
Beverly deciding where to go with it. And George kicks to Morris. Powell against George. The shot, no good. Trailblazers leading by 13. Lillard with no one around. Drills the three-pointer. Lillard's got 5 points in the quarter.
His teammates keep getting him the ball in his favorite spots. He's done a lot for his shooting percentage.
Beverly, the pass to Leonard. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. Hey, Greg, if you could coach one team right now, who would it be?
That's a tough one. Clippers, Lakers, Bucks. You know what? I would probably go Lakers or Bucks because you would have an opportunity to coach someone who arguably might be considered the best to ever play the game. Because I think Giannis is trending in that direction, and LeBron obviously already is.
How about a guy like Kemba Walker and coaching the Celtics, having him to do what you want to do on the floor?
Oh, he'd be brilliant, and
yeah.
Kemba, one of the most underrated leaders in our game. Great human being.
McCollum, no good. Clippers trail by 14. And Kennard wide open. He shoots. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Hard work and soft hands, guys. That's what made that play possible.
No simple offensive rebound there. Going for the tip in. Here's Simons. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Batum against Anthony. Here's McCollum. Lays it up off the glass. And the Trailblazers lead by 14.
Always good to see solid interior work by McCollum. I mean, he might earn himself some extra space on his outside jumpers when he gets inside points like this.
Shots good by Kennard.
Well, that's almost a sure thing when you leave him that wide open on the perimeter. I mean, that's his sweet spot.
Here's Simons, guarded by Jackson. Here's Simons, feeds to Cantor. Oh, wow. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
You're dealing with a lot when you're guarding Cantor. Big frame, good moves, good feet, good finisher. He doesn't mind the physical battles. Now, you know, Anthony's getting more floor time last season. He worked his way into the Blazers rotation. Still young, though. It seems like he can carve a rollout on his team.
Now, here's Kennard. To the middle, stolen by Cantor. Here's McCollum, and McCollum with the slam.
Oh, McCollum, he's a threat in transition. He excels at leaking out, and then he knows where to run in the open floor.
Jackson down low, and it's in there.
That type of D, that's not going to get it done. I mean, you can't be giving up those kinds of shots.
Now McCollum. Pass to Simon. Fires the three. Hands it from downtown. Jackson with it. That will count. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And so it's Portland out in front by 17 points at the... And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
No, it's quick decision making. You see a guy open, you can't hesitate. That's an outstanding play.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first three quarters. And on the floor for the Clippers here in the fourth, Kennard is out there with Reggie Jackson. Then there's DeMarcus Cousins, and it's man in at the three spot.
He's not the biggest guy on the court, but Jackson doesn't mind getting his hands dirty. He'll take a knock as long as he can get his points out of it.
Now here's Lillard. In the corner, Powell with it. misses the three.
He hasn't chipped in with many points tonight. The good thing he has the guys around him to carry the weight.
And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. A different look now for Portland. C.J. McCollum, he's checked in for Powell. And it's Simons in for Damian Lillard. And the Clippers making a change here as well. Morris is checked in. And that was a great replay we just saw of our Mobile One block.
And that'll give them a jolt. Nothing like a rejection to light a fire under you.
Drains it from beyond the arc.
Boy, they've been terrific from beyond here in the second.
There's the pass to Anthony. To the paint. A nice shot by Simons. And the Trailblazers lead by 14.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Morris against Cantor. Morris passes to Kennard. And Cantor pulls it down. Cantor's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's McCollum. That's another one for him. His 5th in just 7 shots.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Now here's Kennard. Puts up a 3 and another 3 for the Clippers.
Well, there's no limit to Kennard's range. His ability to space the floor is valuable in today's game.
Here's Simons, guarded by Jackson. Simons, the pass to McCollum. Out to Anthony. All alone. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. McCollum's got 3 assists in the game. Outside Jackson. For 3. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. And they go to the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Pass to Powell. And there's the call on Patrick Beverley. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Lillard. Tries a 3 off the inbound. That's his 4th miss. He's made 5 of 9. Here's George. Hollis Jefferson with the rebound. And so Lillard will bring it up for the Trailblazers. The lead is 15 from deep 3-point range. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Lillard. .156 left in the 4th quarter. And here's George. From deep. Here's Zubac. And there's 2 points. Working on the glass, paying off that time.
Toughness and energy on the boards. An easy putback to show forward.
Now here's Lillard. Foul for 3. It's hauled in by Zubac. Morris into the lane. And the shot goes down.
How about the strength of Morris, shrugging off the D and nailing the shot?
Trailblazers leading by 11. Lillard dishes to Covington. Lillard looking around. Over George. Portland no good that time either. Los Angeles has gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. And Leonard gets it to go.
And he's got the athleticism and strength to be a powerful presence inside. Leonard never afraid to get in and mix it up down low.
Now here's Powell. He kicks to Nurkic. The dish to Lillard. 6 on the shot clock. The step back jumper is good.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
You know they are, sure. I mean, come on, the finish line is in sight. All they have to do is play smart.
Now here's George. Nurkic with the steal. Lillard way outside. The Trailblazers get it back in a new 14. Again, the miss by Lillard.
I think it's safe to call this one a wrap.
Yeah, the game got away from them, but hopefully they've learned some things, and hopefully they'll be able to make some adjustments next time.
From past the arc, it's rebounded by Leonard. One-on-one here. Here's George. The shot that time not on target. And so Portland takes this one, but by a big margin. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll do it, folks. Welcome, everyone, to the NBA. Short a rotation play. Nothing that they can't overcome, but it does shrink their margin for error just a bit.
Missing a valued contributor, that can be a challenge. We'll see how they answer the bell.
Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Middleton in at the 3, the small forward. And for Portland, Powell is out there with Damian Lillard. Then it's Robert Covington. Then it's Rondé Hollis-Jefferson. And it's Nurkic in at the 5. Now, here's Lillard following the miss by Brook Lopez. Lillard against Middleton. Lillard attacking. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It goes on Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Lillard just a menace when he's driving inside. Forces the D to act, which is why he gets those calls.
Plenty of experience, Greg, on the floor tonight. How does that shape what we're about to see, do you think?
You know, Kevin, this is one of those games where guys are going to be smart out on the floor. They're going to be in the right positions to make plays. And honestly, this could come down to who makes the bigger, tougher shots.
Chris Middleton can make contributions by using his frame to be a good rebounder. Good effort there.
Lillard, the pass to Hollis-Jefferson. He kicks it to Powell. That 3 off the mark.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
That one good for 2.
Traditionally, that's how you want to finish the break, right at the rim.
Yeah, anything other than a layup in that situation, probably disappointing. Had numbers, took advantage.
Here's Giannis. The Blazers getting the bucket. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
He's a hard guy to guard everywhere on the floor, but more than anywhere else, Giannis can get you in the paint. That's where he lives.
Now here's Powell. Nurkic kicks to Lillard. Taken away by Holiday. The shot, no good. And the Trailblazers going the other way. Right side, Covington. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Lopez left side. Middleton for 3. Connects from 3-point range. Middleton's got 5 now.
Middleton looking pretty comfortable right now playing in the pick and roll, whether he's passing the ball or shooting it. Right now making good decisions.
Now here's Lillard. Passes it to Nurkic. DiVincenzo with the rebound.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Good on the shot.
A little quickness from Antetokounmpo there, blows right past the D.
And it's Lillard with the ball. He brings it up for the Portland Trailblazers, trailing by 5.
And last season, Giannis Antetokounmpo welcoming his first child into the world.
And maybe now an MVP at home as a most valuable papa. The mother of his son was a volleyball player in her day, so you got to think, as this kid grows up, maybe the recruits are sending letters already.
And here's Middleton after Damian Lillard was able to get the 3 to go. Middleton finds Holiday. Nurkic with the steal. And now running up the court, Lillard pushing it up. A rebound by the Bucks. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. DiVincenzo passes to Middleton. High post Lopez. Working on Nurkic. Poked loose and stolen by Lillard. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. Stolen by Middleton. Pass to DiVincenzo. The Bucks working the ball around. Here's Giannis. Great D that time from Nurkic. Portland trailing here. Here's Hollis Jefferson. And it's Hollis Jefferson with the jam.
That is ferocious.
You said it. That was ferocious. It's Antetokounmpo on the wing. 44 seconds left here in the first quarter. And the Bucks miss again.
Well, that's not a shot he's ever going to pass up, and he shouldn't. Despite the miss, no defender anywhere near him. He's got to shoot that one.
Now DiVincenzo. After the miss, 3 from Damian Lillard.
Well, a lot of players in the league are going to make that shot, and for him, it's pretty much automatic. It's a good defensive effort to prevent the layup.
Takes the 3, drains the three-pointer. Lillard's got 8 points.
He's so good at rising, firing, and dismantling defenses.
And so Antetokounmpo looking over it. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
Well, the muscle of Antetokounmpo is impressive. He's just destroying the defense right now.
The Bucks shooting their first free throw of the contest. Just 4 seconds left to play here in the first. The 3 from McCollum, and that one released in time, but no good. And so it's Damian Lillard making things happen for the Portland Trail Blazers. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display.
Definitely the game has slowed down a lot for me.
Well, Greg, that might be why they put up so many points. They all know the roles. They've got the right recipe for everything they want to do on offense.
Yeah, his awareness plus unselfishness puts defenders in a no-win situation.
Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. What stands out to you guys from the Trailblazers so far in this one?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
Yeah, they did a great job. Just the initial thrust of that attack, as soon as they got the ball, constantly in transition.
Jones is out there with Anthony. Then there's Norman Powell. Then it's Enes Kanter. And it's Simons in at the point. They're the group the Portland Trailblazers will start the second quarter with. C.J. McCollum, he's checked in for Portland. Milwaukee also making some changes. Antetokounmpo's checked in for Bryn Forbes. And it's Teague in for Drew Holiday.
That's the kind of work you want your point guard to do. Sensational ball movement by Jeff Teague there to set up his man.
Here's Simons. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Flattening the lottery odds, Greg. Do you think that's worked out as intended?
You don't hear as many predictions about who's going to get the 1 pick or the 2nd pick. I think that's good for the players and the fans. You don't want anyone rooting for you to lose.
No, absolutely not. T kicks to Portis. The pass to Connaughton. Pocket 6. It's stolen by Jones. Lobs it up for Anthony. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Melo has to be in position for plays like that. That time, perfect position.
And we're now about a minute and a half into the second quarter. Right side Teague. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Well, at 6'2" and 182, Jeff Teague really had to use all the strength in his body to get that shot off, despite getting hit.
Quarter number 2. We're about 2 minutes in. Here's McCollum. Up and in on the layup. McCollum's got the lead up to 4 now for the Trailblazers.
Like the execution there from Kanter. Usually likes to score, this time with the pass.
Teague, the pass to Antetokounmpo. Launches a three. Doesn't go that time. And it's Portland the other way. Quarter two and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Outside Anthony. Shoots the three. Kept alive. Here's Cantor. Goes up again. And that's 2 points on the layup. And the Trailblazers lead by 6.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
Here's Teague. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
Love how Jeff Teague did not fear that attempt. He was amongst the trees, but it did not affect the shot.
Simons the pass to Cantor. McCollum outside. There's 1:47 left to play here in the second quarter.
And without looking at the scoreboard, you think they were the team trailing and trying to fight their way back.
Teague with the ball. Cantor covered. And it's blocked.
That's good footwork from the big man as Cantor aware defensively to get to that one.
It's deflected. Anthony finds Jones. And McCollum puts up a deep three. Portland keeps it going. A new 14-second shot clock. Just 5 to shoot. They shoot again. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. And the officials call it for a 3-second violation. So Portland ends up going with the new group. 1:07 left in the first half of the game. Here's Giannis. It's blocked. And now Lillard pushing it up. No one back to stop him. And then Lillard slams it in.
Aggressive and incredibly quick end-to-end. Lillard is always a threat on the fast break.
Bucks trail by 8. There's 48 seconds left to play in the first half. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Rebounded by Covington, and Robert Covington picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. The Bucks have gone 3 of 7 shooting the ball here in the second quarter. Giannis inside, covered by Hollis Jefferson.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
This is one where the second foul is probably going to cost you some minutes in this game.
And so Giannis will bring it up for Milwaukee. Holiday with it. No points in the game yet for him. Passes it to Giannis. 6 to shoot. Great D that time from Nurkic. Here's Powell. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And all right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, leading the way at the start, it was Damian Lillard. He had 10 points, 2 rebounds, and that'll...
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. We're seeing a tremendous game from Damian Lillard.
Yeah, and through the first 2 quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
And on the floor for Mike Budenholzer starting the second half. Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday, and it's Lopez in at the 5. Holiday looking over the floor. Over Lillard. The putback. Great positioning on the putback. Lopez has got his first points in this one.
Good size and the ability to carve out space. Lopez battling on the rebound.
Powell finds Nurkic. Now here's Lillard. Inside. And Nurkic with the basket on the assist by Lillard. Nurkic has got the lead up to 8 now for the Trailblazers. Pass to Antetokounmpo. DiVincenzo with it. And Middleton now atop the key. Back to DiVincenzo. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Trailblazers leading by 8. First minute and a half of basketball here in the third quarter. The pass to Hollis Jefferson. Lillard from outside. They get it back. Nurkic. Powell kicks to Covington. Nurkic trying to get open. Covington's shot is off. Bucks trail by 8. And it's slammed in by Holiday.
Feeling more and more comfortable in this offense. That's just Chris Middleton making a play.
It's Powell on the wing. Pass to Hollis Jefferson. Here's Lillard. Again, the Trailblazers good for 2.
One of the more skilled offensive players that is on the floor here tonight. Not an easy fella to hold in check.
For Milwaukee, they've gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Holiday passes to Giannis. The importance of the three-point shot never greater than right now, and in your eyes, there are some players who are just absolutely dead, solid, perfect from distance.
No doubt about it. And you know, there's 3 guys to me, though, that kind of separate themselves. And it's one, because you have to honor their ability equally off the dribble, from 3, and at attacking the paint. Steph Curry, James Harden, and Damian Lillard. Those 3 guys can all hit pull-ups and step backs from range off the dribble. They all got great vision, you know, so they can take advantage of defenses that get caught loading a little too much. And then they also are terrific in the paint at getting to the free throw line. So those are the 3 guys I think that create the most havoc when you start talking about having a guard with three-point line. And really credit their advantage on the backboard. That's where the lead has been built, and that's why they are in control.
Yeah, the vision's one thing, but the timing also helps. Lillard prepared to get the ball to his teammate.
Holiday, no one around him. Buries the long-range jumper. Holiday's got 5 points now in the quarter.
He's going to punish you if you leave him open. He's more than willing to take the open 3 when he's got it.
Three-pointer, Lillard. Make it 5 for 10 within the net bucket.
Yeah, you would think a coach might have talked to his defense about making the adjustment on him, but right now, he's just lighting him up.
Holiday goes in. Reverses. The kick out to Lopez. Here's Antetokounmpo, and the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
That's fun to see the handles coming out there from Antetokounmpo. I mean, how do you stop a near 7-footer who's got some dribble skills like that?
Pass to Powell. Lets it go with the 3. Milwaukee with the rebound. Pass break, Milwaukee. Here's DiVincenzo. Good on the bucket.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, the big man not going to slow him down from getting that deuce.
Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Bobby Portis is checked in for Lopez. P.J. Tucker comes in for Antetokounmpo. Antetokounmpo's checked in for Chris Middleton. And it's Teague for Drew Holiday. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Simons, the pass to McCollum. Here's Jones. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. And the Trailblazers lead by 7. And here is Teague. To the inside. Here's Portis. The lead pass was put in just the right spot. Portis has got his 2nd basket of the game.
Now, there are only a few players in the league who can hit a teammate like that in stride. Beautiful assist.
And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Trailblazers out in front, up by 5. From Portland, we're back in a moment. And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. And it's Teague with the ball, but he brings it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. It's a 5-point game. All right, now a chance to set the floor courtesy of Gatorade. Fourth quarter action, all fueled up and ready to go. On the court right now for the Trailblazers. Enes Kanter is out there with Anthony. Then it's Damian Lillard. Then there's Derek Jones. And it's Simons in at the shooting guard position. The three-pointers right on target.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Teague feeling it out a bit. Plays it up and banks it in.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Here's Simons. The pass to Carmelo. Inside. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist.
Melo good at scanning the entire floor, and that's why that time he found the open teammate.
Teague up top. Outside Portis. The kick out to Antetokounmpo. Pass to Connaughton. 5 to shoot. Here's Portis. Makes it off the glass.
And you can sense the urgency from them now. They were flat in that first half, but they've come out here in the second and been much more aggressive offensively.
McCollum dishes to Kanter. Not going to go that time. Great D that time from Portis. Here's Antetokounmpo. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Damian Lillard, he's checked in for C.J. McCollum. And the dunk by Lopez.
A talented scorer. There are many ways Lopez can beat you, which makes him so difficult to defend.
Now a timeout called by Portland.
Whether things are good, bad, or indifferent, coaches will have adjustments to make throughout the course of the game.
Yeah, not just there to pump up or to discipline players. You got to make sure that the coach makes the proper adjustments and has his team in the right mindset to carry it out.
The Trailblazers making a switch here. McCollum's checked in, and on our sideline, our reporter David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear Terry Stotts talk to his team during that timeout. He's encouraged where they are at this point in the game, but he told his guys things can turn in a blink. What we need to do is execute the rest of the way. So we'll see if they can finish this one off, Kevin.
Trailblazers leading by 6. McCollum, no good.
If you told me this was the kind of game he was going to have, I would not have expected them to be in front right now.
And stolen by Lillard. And here's the break. Anthony finds Lillard. No good on the 3.
I think if I was coaching these guys right now, especially him, I'd tell him, you take one more three-point shot, and we're going to have some conversations here side by side. Giannis Antetokounmpo is a star in this league, and more the team trusts him in those moments.
Passes it to Lillard. There's the 3. And the rebound goes to Lopez. Lopez has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Holiday, and the layup's good off the glass. Now just a 2-point Trailblazer lead.
And you have to love how Holiday came up big with the shot. That's the kind of leadership you want to see from him.
Here's McCollum, and he converts the layup. McCollum's got 5 points now this quarter.
Man, he was a go-to guy in crunch time in college, and McCollum now has developed that reputation here in the league.
The shot's good.
And that was the right call. When you need a basket, go to the guys you trust the most.
Yeah, whether it's teammates or the coaching staff, hopefully a combination of both, but gets close, he's getting the ball.
Bucks have gone 6 of 8 from the field in the fourth so far. It's been a great start to this final quarter for them.
Just more and more you see these small little plays that give you an idea how much Giannis is assimilating with his offensive game. Angles, passes, and more playmaking.
Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over. And now we present our New Balance Player of the Game, Chris Middleton.
Yeah, and his percentage from the field tonight, just amazing. He hadn't just been gunning. He's been picking his spots, and you need that kind of patience and discipline to shoot as well as he had.
Catching up on the changes for Portland. Yusuf Nurkic. He's checked in for Enes Kanter. Hollis Jefferson comes in for Carmelo Anthony. Robert Covington subbed in for Jones.
That is world class.
Love seeing that there. A huge possession, and he nets it.
And here's Giannis. He'll bring it up for Milwaukee. DiVincenzo passes to Holiday. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. DiVincenzo kicks to Antetokounmpo. The Bucks need to get a shot off here. The shot by Holiday, no good. Absolutely critical chance right here.
They need this one to go their way.
Cans the three.
Give them credit. They've worked hard all game, now looking to finish it.
No, great job of getting in position to win a game. It's been an all-out effort from the squad.
With the tip. And the rebound by Nurkic. Now here's Lillard. And the foul on Drew Holiday. That's his first foul.
Yeah, no way that should have taken so long. They don't have that much time to waste. They need to foul immediately.
He hits the first one, and that increases their lead to 6.
I mean, every year since his rookie campaign, Lillard gets the maximum attention from defenses. They're schemed to slow him down. That's what's so impressive about the numbers that he's put up throughout his career. Chris Middleton showing a lot of poise and taking over a very critical possession for his team.
Both teams tonight dealing with some injuries. Here's a look at who's out for the evening.
And some uncertainty arises when both teams are missing players. Who is better able to weather the storm and take care of business?
Here are the starters for Brooklyn. Durant is out there with Jordan. Then there's Harris. Then it's Kyrie Irving. And it's Harden in at the point guard. And for the Trailblazers, Norman Powell is out there with Damian Lillard. Then there's Yusuf Nurkic. Then there's Derek Jones. And it's Covington in at the power forward. So the Portland Trailblazers able to put the first points up on the board. Irving passes to Jordan. Nurkic with the steal. And now Portland on the break. Here's Jones. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
Pressuring the ball and making a play that created the opportunity.
I mean, it all starts on the defensive end. When you're active and willing to gamble a little bit, the payoff can be big.
Now, here is Irving. Lets it go from deep. And the rebound by Nurkic. It's been a quick start for Portland. It's a 5-point game. Lillard against KD. Latrey. Jordan with the rebound.
Well, that's just a lucky break from deep. Yeah, keep giving him that shot. Bad things will happen.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, you can tell they love to get out and run when the opportunity is there.
Now, here's Nurkic. KD comes with the double team. Covington dishes to Nurkic. Harden with it. Lillard picks him up. And a wide open look for Irving. That's good, and it's KD with the assist.
Good recognition from Durant. He's a talented passer.
Harden against Lillard. Passes it to Nurkic, and Portland turns it over again. Brooklyn's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Harden surveying the D, and the jam by Harden.
The ability of Harden to shift gears, exceptional. He can turn on the Jets off the bounce.
And see, Webb, the strength and conditioning of James Harden, something I'm not certain everybody has an appreciation for.
Yeah, and to your point, back in high school, despite leading Artesia to back-to-back state championships, Harden dealt with asthma and was frankly out of shape. Over the years, dedication to diet and training, that enabled him to reach new heights.
And the Nets with possession here after the Trailblazers pick up 2. Harris finds Jordan. 6 on the shot clock. Down low, Durant, and he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
Durant does such a good job of getting high percentage offensive plays. I mean, you can see that over the years.
Pass to Nurkic. Powell with it. About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. And the dunk by Powell.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. Now here's Harden. Fires from deep. Outside for Durant. A three-pointer, no good.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Back to Lillard. Stolen by Harden. And so the ball's out of bounds. Powell touched it last. for the Trailblazers. Enes Kanter's checked in for Nurkic. Anthony comes in for Robert Covington. And McCollum subbed in for Jones. Jeff Green, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Count it. First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. Lillard, the pass to McCollum. And he finishes nicely on the layup.
McCollum is remarkably quick. Love seeing him put it on the deck and finish at the rim.
Now Irving. Up and in, off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you had to bring much faster help than that.
Now here's Lillard. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Lillard's got his second basket.
Nothing better than a hustle play like that. It gets the whole team amped up, sets the example for everyone.
There's the pass to Irving. They get a hand on it. Harden dishes to Irving. Back to Harden. Shot clock at 6. Feeds it to Green. Here's Harden on the wing. Fires it up. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. Harry Giles is checked in for the Trailblazers. And Fernie Simons comes in for Damian Lillard. Then for the Nets, Griffin comes in for Joe Harris. And it's Brown in for James Harden. McCollum against Brown. Portland moving the ball around. Pass to Giles. Here's Kanter. Deflects the pass. And it's out of bounds to Portland. They'll retain possession.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
We're just trying to prevent the opposition from getting comfortable. Next time, that one might get picked.
It's all tied in Portland. And we'll be back with you for the start of the second quarter when we return. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And looking at what we've seen so far from the Trailblazers guys, what do you think?
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Yeah, how many coaches say, we want to start fast? Now, let's see if they can maintain that intensity.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. On the court for the Trailblazers, Enes Kanter is out there with Anthony. Then there's McCollum. Then there's Derek Jones. And it's Simons in at the 1 spot. The Nets need to get a shot off here. On its way from Irving for 2. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. A new generation of players, Greg, coming into the NBA alongside your son Cole. We've got a lot of players who I think are going to have a long-term impact on this game.
There's no doubt about it. Listen, I hope Cole can have the kind of impact that some of these guys are. But look at the Grizzlies. I think they got 2 terrific ones. Ja Morant has superstar written all over him. Brandon Clark probably surprised some people with his ability to have an impact. And if you look at this past draft, Obi Toppin is one to watch. This is a guy with great size and length who was a perimeter player until he had a growth spurt. So those are the types of players that I think when you combine athleticism and skill with the way the court is spaced, man, can have a tremendous impact in this game.
Now, the learning curve for point guards in the NBA can be pretty steep, but Irving was a quick study. It didn't take him long to become an elite player.
Now here's McCollum. Back to Kanter. Over to the left wing. Simons, the pass to Kanter. It's deflected, and it's out of bounds as the Portland Trailblazers retain possession. A different look now for Portland. Yusuf Nurkic comes in for Enes Kanter. And Robert Covington subbed in for Derek Jones. And we just got a second look there at the exceptional mobile 1 block.
Close games can boil down to who makes plays on defense. And that is one heck of a rejection right there. The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint. And you look at Robert Covington, first team all defense in 2018, the kind of versatile stopper that every team in the league could use.
Durant Good D by Covington.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
And he gets it to go. And here's Brown. He'll bring it up for the Nets. Trailing by 4. And Covington may be not a star, but he's a winning player. We've seen that.
And the perfect example of that 3-and-D role player can guard 4 or 5 positions and can definitely sling it from outside.
Brooklyn making some changes. DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Griffin. Joe Harris comes in for Kevin Durant. And it's James Harden in for Irving.
Yeah, in this quarter, they've had the right approach, driving and drawing, initiating contact, create opportunities, get to the line.
Now here's McCollum. 6 points for him. Here's Claxton. Harden outside. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Here's Simons. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. The Trailblazers have shot just 1 free throw earlier. 1 for 1 in the game.
And as a team, excellent a season ago. About 80% when they got to the line.
Norman Bowles checked in for Portland. Damian Lillard comes in for C.J. McCollum. And the Nets making a change here as well. Green's checked in. Now, here's Green. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
I'm always surprised when it doesn't happen. I'm sure these two will have a good laugh about it later.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
No, but his teammates love that kind of energy, fellas. I mean, dunks like this demonstrate leadership.
5 on the clock. Jordan kicks to Harden. That one, no good. And the Trailblazers going the other way. Jordan against Lillard. From deep three-point range. Rebound by Jeff Green.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Trying to take advantage of that extra space on the perimeter. We see a lot of this now.
Harden, that's good.
Oh, I love how Harden pulls once he gets the ball. If you play off him just a little bit, it'll cost you.
Lillard surveying the D. Covington finds Lillard. Three-pointer. And it's Lillard again missing. Nets trail by 3. Brown drives in. It's good. The assist that time from Harden.
Well, when you draw this much attention from the D, you know someone's bound to be left open. And Harden finds it.
Lillard, the pass to Simons. Back to Lillard. It's stolen by Harris. Pass to Jordan. Pushing it up. The kick out to Brown. Back to Green. The feed now to Jordan. So they take the lead. Jordan's got his first 2 points.
A comfort zone of Jordan's. The closer he is to the rim, the more efficient he becomes.
Lillard against Harden. Nice 4 for 7 from the floor with that shot.
Even with the D giving him a lot of attention, he's still finding ways to light him up.
Harden with it. 5 points in the game. Outside Jordan. Back to Harden. And the jam by Harden.
Oh, you love seeing Harden take off for the slam. He has just unreal hops.
Here is Lillard. From deep. He made it.
That's how you beat the clock, baby. That's how you beat the clock. Wow.
Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to The first quarter for the Trailblazers was fairly even. The period wrapped up with the teams on level ground. And that should do it.
This is for the kids.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. One guy who's getting it done is Lillard.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look that he wanted.
Yeah, working the ball, getting clean, quality looks. I mean, just efficient basketball through and through.
Setting the floor for the Nets. We've got Durant, Harden out there with Kyrie Irving. Then there's DeAndre Jordan. And it's Harris in at the 3 slot.
That's size winning out. I mean, he needed every single inch to haul in that.
Lobs it up for Anthony. That one's not going to go. And it's Irving with the ball for the Nets. A 2-point game.
And last year showed that there's still a place in the NBA for a guy like Melo. Mostly a mid-range shooter in the league that has turned away from that. But buckets are buckets, and Melo can still light it up. And they're beginning to just flat-out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
No one covering. Howell's got 7 points.
And what a selfish play from Lillard. This guy's no problem giving it up, especially when his teammate's wide open.
Well, Carmelo Anthony was out of the NBA for about a year, calendar-wise. Greg, were you surprised it took him so long to get a look and get back in the NBA?
Kevin, I wasn't shocked, but absolutely I was surprised. I mean, it was always going to take the right fit for Melo and the right team. And in this case, it was the Blazers. But Melo showed he has legs left in the league and can still be a positive.
Lillard against Harden. Lillard with the bucket. He's got 13.
It's easy to appreciate Lillard. Fantastic at powering through the D and nailing the shots.
Now here's Durant. 10 points for him. And we're just around 2 minutes into the final half of play now. Trailblazers leading by 3. Here's Jones. Rejected by Harris. They get it back. The Nets have gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. On the wing, Irving. In the corner, it's Harris. Back to Irving. And it's off from 3-point range. Irving's gone 2 for 5 tonight. Lillard, the pass to Cannon. Outside Anthony. And the foul on Harden. That is his first foul of the game. You know, Greg, when you were in New York, you were on a super team of sorts. Compare that to the super teams they're forming now in the NBA.
Oh, we've always had super teams. And this misnomer that this is something that's just come about with this era is, to me, absurd. You've always had it. Whether the difference nowadays is I think the players have more say in where they go. And they can orchestrate how a team is constructed. But it's always existed. And the reality is this. You become a super team when you win a lot.
Sure.
And that's what really dictates how super your team is.
Cullen passes to Simons. Outside Anthony. Pass to Simons. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Simons has got 5 now.
And that's what the pump fake's there for. Get your man off his feet and drive right around him.
Harden outside. Irving finds Harden. Oh, Griffin in position.
Way to work the inside-out game. Draws the defense in and kicks it out for the open shot.
Trailblazers have gone 3 of 7 on field goal attempts here in the second half. Back to McCollum. Takes a 3. A rebound by the Nets.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Harden gets the bucket.
And after really leaning on that three-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
Here's Simons, guarded by Harden. Griffin with the steal. Fires the 3. And the Nets, another 3.
Oh, great ball movement there.
So timeout called here, the first for Portland.
And when he first came into the league, Blake Griffin's dunking made headlines. And while I'm sure he enjoyed that, he was also eager to show that there was more to his game.
For the Trailblazers, Nurkic checked in for Enes Kanter, and Robert Covington subbed in for Carmelo Anthony. Jeff Green is checked in for Brooklyn. Brown comes in for James Harden. Simons, the pass to McCollum. Covington dishes to McCollum. 6 on the shot clock. Can they get it? That one off the back iron and out. Now Irving. Jacks up a 3. The shot, no good. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. Nets lead by 5. And do not go away, as we'll be back in a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Yeah, he put it on the platter, and it was served cold. Now, I love the poise, the decisiveness. This is how you run an offense.
3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Derek Jones is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Nurkic in at the center filling out the middle. That's the group on the floor for Portland.
It's not easy to keep him from converting those. I mean, the D has to be airtight.
Harris kicks to Griffin. Out to Harris from outside the arc. That shot off. Now Portland takes it the other way. Lillard with it. He's picked up by Irving. And a wide open look for McCollum. Sinks the triple. McCollum's got the first points up on the board here in the fourth for Portland. The Nets with the lead. And an intentional foul right there.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
The Trailblazers making a switch here. Simons is checked in. The Nets also changing it up. DeAndre Jordan comes in for Blake Griffin. And it's James Harden in for Bruce Brown. Harris kicks to Irving. Yep, it counts.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
The pass to Nurkic. Back to McCollum. Gets it to drop, and now he's shooting at a 5-for-8 clip.
Realizing when the defenders have overcommitted, like how Nurkic looks to hit the open man.
Here's Irving. Pass to Harden. To the paint. Here's Jordan. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Harden's got 5 assists in the game.
For as many points as he scores, Harden's still a great teammate thanks to his passing.
Simons, the pass to McCollum. Basket good.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
This is why they go to him in these spots. I mean, they trust his judgment and ability to score down the stretch.
McCollum against Irving. He feeds it to Jordan. Kicks it out to Harden. Back to Jordan. Great D that time from Nurkic. Portland's gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. The shot goes down and gets this game back to even.
Now, this is what you want from Nurkic. A fearless player who welcomes the chance to take important shots.
Fourth quarter keeps moving right along. 3 minutes gone so far. Here's Harden. And contact on the... And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now. A challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Hi, Kevin. Well, Terry Stotts just went over his game plan with his team. He really got after him in the huddle. He said, look, you can rest after the game. You got to put it all out there if you want to win this one. Back to you guys.
Lillard attacking. Here's Cantor, and Cantor throws it down.
Oh, the experience helping Cantor. He doesn't shy away from taking big time.
Irving with the ball. Feeds it to Hart. Stolen by Cantor. Durant with the steal. And here they go. And Irving gets it to go on the assist by Jordan. Jordan's got 3 assists now in this one.
Irving continues to bury big shot after big shot. He just has a knack for stepping up in crucial moments.
And Enes Kanter picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over. They trail by 2. 1:11 left in the fourth quarter. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for the Nets. The Nets have gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. On the way, Harris. Passes it to Claxton. And Cantor pulls it down. The Trailblazers have gone 5 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Strong work at that end of the floor. Lillard finds foul. Cantor with it. Over Claxton. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers.
That's the only way to hold him in check. He's got it inside. You got to have a body on right away.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
That's why they put the ball in his hands. They know they can count on him to make crucial shots.
Nobody near Lillard. No good on the triple.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
And it's Norman Powell with the foul. That's his first foul. So for the Trailblazers, Nurkic checked in for Cantor. Robert Covington comes in for Carmelo Anthony. And it's Derek Jones in for McCullough.
Derek Jones Jr.
Gets the first, and that puts them up by 5.
The night Harden put up 60 points and had a triple-double. That was so amazing. I got to mention that's incredible.
Job well done at the line on that possession. They'll make things a little easier on themselves if they can convert those.
And Lillard is known for being a clutch shooter. He's the guy they go to. He's the guy they believe in.
And it's Norman Powell with the foul. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus. We'll go to the line to shoot 2.
You have to foul, but I'm sure they would have liked to foul someone different.
And it's a wrap. Any chance they may have had for a comeback just went out the window with those free throws.
3-pointer, Lillard. But they recover it. So it's the Nets picking up the win. A narrow. All right, David, thank you. And that'll wrap it up, folks. The injury report for both teams. Players who will not be available tonight.
And with both teams at less than full strength, we'll have to see which side is able to remain more effective.
Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. We've got Yusuf Nurkic. Hollis Jefferson is out there with Robert Covington. Then there's Norman Powell. And it's Lillard in at the point. And for the Clippers, Patrick Beverley out there with Paul George. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Ivica Zubac. And it's Morris in at the power forward position.
Boy, in that close, he's almost automatic. Boy, that's pretty good defense. Wow.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
Going right to the rim, which is where you want transition opportunities to end.
And Doris, with Rondé Hollis Jefferson, it's more than just stats. The guy is just so active when he's on the floor.
That's right, Greg. It's the hustle and the movement he plays with that are really the strengths. Only 6'6", but it feels like he can play above that size. Great energy guy to bring off the bench. And if you need him because of injuries or fill-in spots, he can start and be productive.
Here's Beverley, following the score by Damian Lillard. It's tipped and stolen by Lillard. Here's Hollis Jefferson. The shot, no good. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Here's Leonard. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
Well, Kawhi Leonard has zero fear. In fact, contact, it doesn't deter him at all.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here.
And you look at his numbers from last year, 89% from the line, so hard to ask for much more than that.
Now here's Lillard. Passes it to Powell. Here's Nurkic. Lillard outside. Clock at 6. Hollis Jefferson kicks to Powell.
That was nice, guys. The determination, the toughness, not going to shy away from the boards.
Leonard attacking, and the shot goes in. Leonard's got 5 now.
Oh, good luck stopping that. Kawhi Leonard, huge, strong hands, in total command of the basketball. Go ahead.
Got a piece of it. Paul George with the steal. Nurkic with the steal. The second chance effort, and it's sent back by George.
Paul George, tremendous vertical. How fast does he get off his feet?
An outstanding defensive play to earn the Mobile One block.
And early in the game, a defensive play like that goes a long way, establishing the attitude you want.
And it's the Trailblazers with the ball. Just 5 on the clock. Nurkic. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. And there's George. That's good on the assist by Leonard.
The speed in transition. Paul George is dynamic in space.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Back to Lillard. Over George. The putback. It's good on the putback.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
The Clippers in the lead. First quarter of play. We're about 3 minutes in. Morris passes to Beverley. Outside Leonard. Clippers moving the ball around. Zubac kicks to Leonard. Rebound by Nurkic.
Well, you simply have to shake that one off, right? You can't let that kind of missed opportunity bother you.
The shot by Powell, no good. And it's Leonard with the ball. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. George. And it's George finishing it off.
Boy, you have got to love the energy Paul George is playing with. Throws the hammer down.
Lillard dishes to Powell. Pass to Nurkic. Back to Powell. 1:10 left to play in the first quarter. Lillard, the pass to Nurkic. And now the fast break. George with the ball.
A pretty simple solution to ending this run. It would just be getting back and actually playing some defense.
Covington finds Lillard. Tee that time from Leonard. Now the Clippers with it. Big run right now going for him, 11-2. And the pass to Morris. Outside for George. Launches it. He makes another one. That's 4 up and 4 in to start his game.
Yeah, Paul George is a phenomenal catch-and-shoot guy. Measures the shot before receiving the pass. It's hard to guard.
So timeout called here, the first for Portland.
And momentum going the other way. Can they find some answers?
I think here you have just got to get back to what you do best and then live with the results.
And it's a completely new group for Los Angeles. Here's Simons. McCollum with the ball. Here's Jones. Back to McCollum. The 3. Here's Cantor. Left side Jones. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. McCollum against Kennard. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
I'll tell you, Cantor's jump shot is very consistent. The defense has got to respect it, which is why that pump fake becomes effective.
And Cantor drops them both. Now Jackson. The 3. And so it's Los Angeles with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working. And before the game, we talked to Damian Lillard. You know, Greg,
I don't fear nobody.
And if Lillard's proved anything to us, Greg, in his career, you know he loves a challenge.
One of the premier big shot makers in this game. I don't know if there's anyone you'd rather give the ball to in crunch time.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Clippers?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
And why wouldn't they? You see their effectiveness in the open floor. Very difficult to slow down.
We've got Luke Kennard, DeMarcus Cousins out there with Batum. Then there's Reggie Jackson. And it's Man in at the 3. They're the group out there for the Clippers starting the second quarter. Boy, Greg, there is a lot to like offensively for Luke Kennard.
I tell you, he can shoot it. He's a crafty finisher and really improving as a passer. The question mark is the defensive end. 6'5" in height and wingspan, not a leap tool, so he's got to get by on his instincts and his anticipation. It's
the size of Cantor that makes him a tough matchup, right? He is so good at finding space inside and forcing the defense to foul him.
C.J. McCollum, he's checked in for foul. So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses. Greg is a point guard. What is it you like to see from that position on the floor?
I think first and foremost, leadership. It's so valuable at that spot. And, you know, you always got to have your head high because your teammates are feeding off what you put forth in terms of your body language and enthusiasm. So, you know, the typical stuff about organizing the offense and setting the tone on the defensive end, that stuff's important as well. But so much of how you carry yourself out on the floor when you deal with adversity and you know that you're going to, it is really paramount.
Now, how about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
Pass to Kennard. This one for 3. And it's Portland with the rebound. Cantor's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Shot's good by Anthony.
Offensively, McCollum sees the floor well. Not surprised to see him spot the open teammate.
Passes to Oturu. We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Here's Kennard. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 of 3 so far.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
Here's McCollum. He feeds it to Cantor. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. Cantor's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Well, this guy is a skilled scorer from that area. Once Enes Kanter gets a little bit of position, he's good.
Pass to Kennard. Got a piece of it. Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. McCollum up top. Kennard covering. Poked away, and the call will be against Luke Kennard. That is his first foul of the game. And the Clippers making a switch here. Cousins is checked in. Portland also making some changes. Rondae Hollis-Jefferson, he's checked in for Anthony. Robert Covington comes in for Jones. And Damian Lillard subbed in for McCollum.
No excuse giving Lillard that kind of positioning. That's just too easy.
Over in the corner, Batum. Back to Jackson. Down low. Out to the right wing. Cousins, no one around him. And the 3 off target. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
A platoon swap here for the Clippers. The Trailblazers also changing it up. Yusuf Nurkic comes in for Cantor. And it's Powell in for Anthony Simons. Lillard against George. Lillard dishes to Nurkic. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers.
Well, if the defense gives him that shot next time, they could get burned. I think he's just a little bit out of rhythm. There's no quitting this guy. He just gives you great effort, and he continues to give you great production.
George against Lillard. Powell inside. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet.
Boy, what a job defensively. You couldn't play that any better.
And the wide open shot from Morris. The shot's good on the assist by George. And it's a 6-point Los Angeles lead. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Lillard outside. And Damian Lillard with the jam.
Almost unstoppable on the drive. Lillard's talent for ball handling, letting him just cut through the defense.
Now here's Leonard. He has 7. Shot on the wing. Misses off the left iron. He got it up. That one misses.
Well, not only is he a tremendous athlete, but Paul George.
Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
We welcome an outstanding first quarter for Paul George. He had 9 points, 2 rebounds. That's all for now.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close to the game that's been so far. You look at Paul George in this game, guys, he's been everywhere.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
One of the things every player is after is efficiency at the offensive end. And boy, this young guy has done just that.
Here's who Terry Stotts is starting the second half with. Nurkic is out there with Rondae Hollis-Jefferson. Then it's Damian Lillard. Then it's Robert Covington. And it's Powell in at the shooting guard. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
This is a small forward who, because he's 230 pounds, can hold his own down in the low post. That is nicely done.
Lillard outside. Off target from outside.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
And Kawhi Leonard with a very analytical approach, Doris, to the game. Studies angles, movement, trying to groove in on perfect mechanics. I mean, he does it all.
Yeah, Kev, that goes back to his favorite high school subject, which was math. And think about how precisely he has built his game. He started at the free throw line, then went to the low post, and now has added the range game. Very analytic approach.
And 10 of their last 12 coming off assists.
Lillard outside. Dishes it to Powell. And he uses the glass on the layup.
I'll tell you, love to see someone take the contact head on. And Norman Powell welcoming the challenge.
And there's the pass to Beverly. Back to George. There's the triple. Offensive rebound. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
80% shooting to start the third. 4 for 5.
Lillard scanning the floor. Pass to Powell. Lillard attacking. Here's Nurkic. The shot comes out, so Los Angeles will take it the other way. George against Lillard. Leonard on the wing. He's got 11. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Knocks it loose. And it's out of bounds. The Trailblazers able to retain possession here. A fantastic mobile one block. This one deserves another look.
And read the plate perfectly. Gets himself in the air at the right moment. Terrific denial.
So Portland ends up going with the new group.
That almost looked like bad communication. You hate to see that kind of mistake.
Kicks it out to Jones. He dishes it to Cantor. Tipped away. And they double up Cousins. Kennard with the ball. Now defended by McCollum. To the inside. Cousins hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. Cousins has got the lead up to 10 now for Los Angeles. Kennard against McCollum. Passes it to Cantor. Second shot opportunity. He lays it in. Cantor's got 9 points.
I love that Cantor will pursue rebounds out of his area. This guy's such a powerful player who's willing to exert his will.
Pass to Kennard from the arc. And Cantor pulls it down. Cantor's got rebound number 8 now on the night. Jones, no luck. Los Angeles leading by 8. And here's Kennard. 7 points in the game. Now the pass to Cousins. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Trailblazers trail by 8. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Pass to Simons. Cantor, high post. Cousins pulls it in.
Boy, that's one he wishes he could have back, especially against soft defense.
Kennard. And the layup falls. 9 points in the game so far.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
And the basket by McCollum.
Nice touch there from McCollum. Looking comfortable and confident from that range.
Jackson with it. He's still scoreless so far in this one. And Kennard wide open. He shoots. That's good. And it's Jackson with the assist that time.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over.
Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. Clippers ahead as they wrap up the 3rd quarter on a 15-6 run. And right after this, we'll bring you the start of the final quarter right here on 2K Sports. And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Our 4th quarter action underway, presented by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups. And the Clippers, looking at who they've got. We've got Kawhi Leonard. He's out there with Batum. And it's Oturu in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Damian Lillard. That's foul number 2 for him. So both teams making some changes here. Now George from deep, and the rebound by Nurkic. 1-on-1 here. Anthony kicks to Powell. Sinks the 3-pointer. Powell's got 9 points here in the second half.
You know, you love your star players making others better, and Melo with the vision there.
Morris outside, inside. Here's Leonard. Gets that one to fall. That's his 6th field goal. He has shot the ball 12 times.
This is what we call highly efficient play. Working off the screen, getting to the cup.
Cullen passes to Powell. Here's Nurkic. Powell kicks to Nurkic. 6 to shoot. Here's McCollum. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. Nurkic can't hit.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear Terry Stotts talk to his team during that timeout. He's pleased that they're getting consistent points in the paint. He said, in this league, it's not easy to do what you guys are doing. Let's just keep doing it until they stop us. Kevin?
Nobody near Leonard. Los Angeles with another miss.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
And a wide open look for McCollum. Portland no good that time either. And so George will bring it up for Los Angeles. And that one's good. Leonard. Greg, how special was it for you that you had your number 50 retired at UNLV?
You know, that's something that I can honestly say. As a kid, you dream about a lot of things. Winning, you know, playing at the highest levels. That's something I never really fathomed, is to have your jersey hanging up in an arena. That was a surreal moment, a really cool moment, and it was awesome to be able to share it with my family and friends.
And people probably don't know that you grew up in Las Vegas, so it was probably doubly special, wasn't it?
Exactly. Born and raised.
You know, a lot of coaches might let you hear it for taking the three-pointer on the break, but I like the decision there. The D had already collapsed inside.
Here's Jackson. Leonard trying to break free. Jackson misses. Trailblazers trail by 6. Here's McCollum. And the Trailblazers getting another bucket right there.
How about the fearlessness of McCollum? Doesn't shy away from taking or making the big shots.
Leonard on the wing. It's stolen by Jones. And now the fast break. Anthony with the ball. And the basket by McCollum.
And we could have been looking at a two-possession game, but that was a huge mistake on the turnover. Now, nerves becoming a factor.
1:15 left to play in the final quarter. Leonard against Jones. Clock at 6. No good from Zubac. And here's Portland. They're on a 15-6 run. It's money from deep.
You just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
To me, more often than not, when you attack, good things happen.
And the Clippers call time here. They're down by 1. 59 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. And now let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Damian Lillard.
And to me, the best part of his game has been the work he's done inside. I mean, slashing, driving the lane, attacking the basket at every chance. When he's had an opening, he's taken it.
And here's McCollum for 3. It's good from beyond the arc.
And when it matters most, the coach has the confidence that McCollum will deliver.
George finds Beverly. Back to George. From downtown, it falls. And that shot brings them to within just 1.
And he just seems to always deliver in the clutch. And he's got it going right now. That's who they want taking the big shot.
George against Lillard. Here's Beverly. It's off. And so the big win by Portland in a tight game. This win, such a tremendous emotion. David, thanks. Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. We've got Robert Covington. Norman Powell is out there with Damian Lillard. Then it's Jones. And it's Nurkic in at the 5 spot. And for Milwaukee, Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Lopez in at the 5, roaming the paint. Now here is Holiday. The pass to DiVincenzo. Shot clock at 5 and stolen by Lillard. And oh, here we go. Covington's got it. The fast break chance.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
This is his first free throw of the game. First free throw is good. He's perfect from the line this time. On offense, here are the Bucks. Holiday dishes to Antetokounmpo. And the dunk by Giannis.
Yeah, he might not be the biggest guy out there, but he's willing to rip that rim off.
Giannis Antetokounmpo has said he doesn't want people calling him the MVP because he doesn't want to relax. He said he fears failure, so he has got to get better.
Holiday against Lillard. Now here is Holiday. Not a lot of room. Nice D from Lillard. The Blazers on offense. Well, Greg, there's been some debate. What do you think? Is Giannis the best player right now in the world?
I tell you what, if there's a conversation, he has to be in it. You know, some people might go with Kawhi, Kevin Durant. He's coming back. LeBron James is there as well. But Giannis is probably the guy to lead that conversation.
And now Portland on the break. DiVincenzo against Powell. Jones, the pass to Nurkic. Shot clock at 6. And Lillard kicks to Covington. Hits the 3 from the wing.
That's tremendous vision on the part of Lillard, just trying to lead the team right now from the point.
And so Holiday will bring it up for the Bucks. It's a 5-point game. Middleton outside. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday.
Keep your eyes on the prize. Middleton did just that and sunk the shot despite getting roughed up a bit.
And Lillard kicks to Powell. From deep three-point range, Lillard misses. The Bucks have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. Lopez passes to DiVincenzo. The wide open look here for Holiday. Off target with his 3. Portland leading by 3. Covington with it. And Holiday picks him up defensively. Here's Lillard. And no good that time. The Bucks go the other way with it. DiVincenzo passes to Lopez. Here's Antetokounmpo. His second shot goes in. Off to a good start. 2 for 2. A lot of great talkers over the years. Trash talkers on the floor in this league. Do you think they do it more to get themselves going, Greg? Or do they do it with the purpose of getting under their opponent's skin?
And Kevin, that's a great question. And believe it or not, you see both. I've seen guys who do it to get under your skin, but I've also seen guys that do it for their own benefit. That's how they derive their confidence. And so it's about you figuring out what works for you. I've seen some guys, they don't say smack. They don't say a word during the course of the game, but they will cut your heart out. So it's just about what fits your personality in terms of making you play your best.
Well, I'm glad you don't trash talk here on 2K, Greg. I'll tell you that right.
No, we don't do that.
Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Bobby Portis is checked in for Lopez. P.J. Tucker comes in for Antetokounmpo. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Drew Holiday. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Cantor, he's checked in for Nurkic. Harry Giles comes in for Robert Covington. Anthony's checked in for Derek Jones. And it's C.J. McCollum in for Powell.
All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
Connaughton passes to Portis. Here's Connaughton. Milwaukee needs to get off a shot here. Portis can't get it to go. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Lillard from outside buries it from three-point range. Lillard's got 9.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
Like tonight, that all the hustle plays have meant so much to this team. Now just sustain some of that energy and keep comfortable.
Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitors.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
And so it's Damian Lillard making things happen for the Portland Trail Blazers. And when asked to compare himself to LeBron James, Giannis...
I know if I put the work in, maybe.
And Greg, that's the humble, hard-working approach we've come to expect from Giannis.
You know, he's not interested in putting himself on a pedestal. Enough people do that for him. He just wants to become the best he can be and win rings.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. What stands out to you guys from the Trailblazers so far in this one?
Just stretching out the floor in that first. They had the defense scrambling.
Pretty prime example here of how to space the floor and do it correctly. When you do it, that's the kind of thing that happens.
We've got Antetokounmpo. E.J. Tucker is out there with Portis. Then there's Teague. And it's Connaughton in at the shooting guard position. So that's who Milwaukee starts the second with.
Well, he finds some space in that in-between gap there. Too bad he can't release that one on target.
Total letdown by the D. Can't leave the bucket unprotected.
Absolutely. And it takes an easy 2 points onto the lead.
Will not find a higher percentage opportunity than that.
Here's Teague after the Trailblazers pick up 2. It's good.
Well, that's a ball handling drill the kids can work on, shown by Jeff Teague. And it opens up to Jay.
Out to the right wing. Connaughton kicks to Portis. And Tucker has it in the corner. And it'll go. And the Blazer lead is cut down to 8 on the bucket from Portis.
Not getting old here. Seeing him make that lead pass with perfect timing.
It's McCollum on the wing. It's an open look and hits.
Just so good off the pass. McCollum set up and ready at all times.
Outside Teague. Passes to Portis.
Excellent box out there, keeping himself between the man and the basket.
And stolen by Portis. Dishes it to Teague. Floats one up from down low. And Cantor pulls it down. And Simons has got the ball here for the Trailblazers. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Kevin, thank you. Now, we have seen continued growth with the NBA's affiliated leagues the last few years. Think about the explosion in popularity of the WNBA, the Basketball Africa League, expansion of the 2K League, greater pay in the WNBA and the G League pathway, along with the unionization of G League players. The league continues to show its commitment to expanding opportunities on multiple levels. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, David. And so it's Milwaukee now after the Trailblazers pick up 2. Teague can't hit.
Now, good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
Now about 3 minutes gone in the second quarter of basketball. Cantor's shot is off.
I'm not sure how he finds himself in so much space there. He's kicking himself for whiffing a bit on that one. A lot of defenders choose to just back up off of him when he's in that tight, try to avoid the and one, and this time they're not backing off.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Outside, Antetokounmpo. 1:35 left in the second quarter. Outside Teague to stop the run. That doesn't go in either for Teague.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Simons, the pass to Anthony. Pass to Canner. Here's Simons. McCollum outside. Cantor trying to free himself up. And another three for Portland.
Yeah, that's 2 straight three-pointers they've allowed.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Here's Connaughton. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Connaughton's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Simons surveying the D. Trailblazers moving the ball around. Here's Cantor, and he banks in the layup. Cantor's got 6 points.
Yeah, this story in the second quarter much different than the one in the first. We're finally seeing some aggression.
The shot and game clock separated by 4. Teague drives in. Portland grabs the miss.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the chart.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And we say it time and time again, so I'll repeat it. Have to be careful with the ball, or this is what happens.
And so it's the Portland Trailblazers. Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime, so we'll be back in just...
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. After 2 quarters, it's Portland out in front. They lead by 15. Kenny, what was your... And that'll...
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. Really an incredible game from Lillard.
What a menace he was on defense through the first 2 quarters. Just disrupting everything.
Yeah, and that's exactly what he wanted to do out there. Everyone he guarded looked uncomfortable.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. On the floor for Portland, Nurkic is out there with Robert Covington. Then it's Damian Lillard. Then there's Norman Powell. And it's Jones in at the 3 spot. Lopez. No good. Shot missing. Great D that time from Nurkic.
An era where we're seeing teams turn away from the slower 7-footers. Brook Lopez still playing a pivotal role for the Bucks.
There's been a lot of talk in recent years, Greg, as how the big man has been played off the floor in the playoffs. That's just not the case with Lopez because he's been able to step out and shoot threes along with being a really reliable rim protector.
Greg, we hear this a lot. It's almost too popular now to say good offense beats good defense. Being a defensive-minded player yourself, do you agree with that statement?
Absolutely, Kevin. And the thing is, in today's game, when I played, there was an era, you could hold teams in the 80s and 90s. You could go a quarter and keep them at 12, 15 points. You can't do that now. It's different. You've got to be able to win stretches of 2 and 3 minutes. And honestly, you're right. The offense does dictate far more, but it doesn't discount the importance of defense. And if you still look at the reigning champs and the teams that have won titles recently, that's still one area that they're consistent in is their defensive approach.
Middleton dishes to Holiday. Back to Middleton. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Just a little over 90 seconds gone in the third quarter. Good D by Covington.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Moving it up. And Holiday throws it down.
Fundamental play there from Lopez, spotting the open man and then sending him the ball.
Lillard against Holiday. Powell, the pass to Nurkic, and misses it off the right side of the rim.
Not sure they realize it's not halftime anymore. 4 attempts, and they're still looking for their first bucket.
To the middle, here's Lopez, and the dunk by Lopez.
Lopez at that size has no trouble throwing it down.
Lillard scanning the floor. Now Nurkic still looking for his first bucket in this one. Good D by Lopez. Bucks trail by 10. Here's Giannis. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Great to see Antetokounmpo going strong inside. At times the D has no choice but to foul him.
The Bucks making a switch here. Forbes checked in. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Powell finds Lillard. To the paint. The inside shot. Bank shot. No good.
Nobody getting a hand in his face in that painted area. That's a miss he's going to be disappointed with. Now, that's just enough defensive pressure on him to throw off that shot. I bet he gets a good look at it next time and hits it.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. The Trailblazers shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in the game.
And when you look at their numbers from a season ago, 80% as a unit, that's something you'll be happy with.
Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Bobby Portis is checked in for Lopez. P.J. Tucker comes in for Antetokounmpo. Antetokounmpo's checked in for Chris Middleton. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Bryn Forbes. The Trailblazers also changing it up. Cantor's checked in for Nurkic. Carmelo Anthony comes in for Robert Covington. And McCollum subbed in for Jones. Here's McCollum. After Drew Holiday's score, McCollum kicks to Cantor. McCollum outside. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo. And he gets it back.
There's a little bit of pressure on him, but not enough to cause him to miss a shot that's in that close.
The Trailblazers shooting their 6th and 7th free throws in the game.
Such a big guy, Cantor, but also incredibly lean. At the NBA Combine, for instance, he tested out at 6% body fat, an extraordinarily low number for a man of his size.
Here's what Milwaukee's going with right now. Lopez, he's checked in for Bobby Portis. Giannis Antetokounmpo comes in for P.J. Tucker. And Middleton subbed in for Antetokounmpo. Now here is Holiday. And the dunk by Giannis.
That's a nice toss up there, so you got to like the timing. But, of course, that's Giannis. He's going to grab anything.
Cantor, the pass to Simons. It's thrown by Antetokounmpo. Pass break, Milwaukee, and there's the foul to try to stop the break, and that'll be a clear path to the basket. 2 free throws coming up, and they'll retain possession. He'll take his 3rd and 4th free throw shots at the game right here. So timeout called here, the first for Portland.
And as things present themselves throughout a game, teams have to adapt on the fly.
And timeouts are a wonderful opportunity to just settle in and recollect the thoughts of your entire team. Not just the guys playing, but the entire team.
Rondé Hollis-Jefferson, he's checked in for Giles. First one falls for him. So he gets them both.
Yeah, I like that they haven't lost their aggressiveness here in the second, despite being down.
Lillard's checked in for Portland. Middleton can't get it to go. 2-for-1 opportunity here if they want it.
And no doubt, Kevin, if I'm them, I go for it.
Now McCollum a blur that time in transition. A quick-footed guard who runs the floor like a gazelle.
30 seconds left in the 3rd quarter of the game. And Holiday kicks to Lopez. Over in the corner, Antetokounmpo. Back to Lopez. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And this is his 2nd trip to the line in the game.
And you know, you'll take what he can give you from the free throw line. Looking at his numbers, just really not one of his strengths. Shooting in the low 60s last season.
McCollum outside. Back to Lillard. The third quarter comes to a close. Trailblazers lead by 6. And here now a chance to show you our assist of the game. And it's presented as always by State Farm.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
The passing for the team becoming contagious, this time involving the big.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. They've got Portis, Antetokounmpo out there with P.J. Tucker. Then there's Teague, and it's Connaughton in at the 2-guard spot. That's the group for Milwaukee right now.
That's the kind of work you want your point guard to do. Sensational ball movement by Jeff Teague there to set up his man.
Anthony against Antetokounmpo. Anthony, the pass to McCollum. Kicks it out to Lillard. Tips it. There's Nurkic putting it right back in. And the Trailblazers lead by 6.
Such a big body down there. Nurkic battling.
It's Portis high post. And Connaughton has it in the corner. Outside, Antetokounmpo, and he's going to get whistled for that foul. Gee, that was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Antetokounmpo's checked in for P.J. Tucker. And then for the Trailblazers, Derek Jones comes in for Carmelo Anthony. And it's Simons in for Lillard. McCollum outside.
I feel like when CJ gets a couple of these to go, it accentuates his ability and confidence to score from the outside as well.
Giannis high post. Alice Jefferson's there. And there's the 3-second call, this one on the defense. And the technical free throw is good.
And Teague can be a knockdown shooter, especially from the free throw line.
We've gone about a minute and a half into the fourth quarter. Good on that shot, and with that, the Trailblazer lead is cut to just 5 points on the basket from Antetokounmpo.
He was sitting back a little bit there in the first half, but feels like showtime now, and he's ready to put some major points up on the board.
McCollum kicks to Hollis Jefferson. McCollum deciding where to go with it. Just 5 to shoot. Jones finds McCollum. That one doesn't go. The Bucks go the other way with it.
And they get the rebound, but guys, that's been the issue throughout the game.
Over in the corner, Antetokounmpo. He's looking for Portis and finds him. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down. Now a timeout called by Portland. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Lopez, he's checked in for Portis. Chris Middleton comes in for Antetokounmpo. Dante DiVincenzo, he's checked in for Pat Connaughton. And it's Drew Holiday in for Jeff Teague. Portland also making some changes. Robert Covington's checked in for Rondé Hollis Jefferson. Norman Powell comes in for McCollum. And Lillard subbed in for Anthony Simons. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Well, I was able to listen in on what Terry Stotts went over with his team. He said, this is what we play for, fellas. Let's knock them on their heels right out of the timeout. Show them how much you want it. Go get it. He really is fired up about this game.
Holiday against Lillard. Covington. Now, here's Lillard. From beyond the arc and then some.
Man, I'll tell you what, the pressure is cranked up. Who better to call than this guy?
Holiday with it. He dishes it to Giannis. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Well, so exciting to see the growth of the Greek Freak. There are shots that stars sink, and that's a momentum changer right there.
A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Offensive rebound. Here's Lillard. Some solid defense from Antetokounmpo. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Can is checked in for Portland. Here's Antetokounmpo. Can't tie it up as that one's no good. Portland leading. Three-pointer, Lillard. And it's out of bounds. The Trailblazers able to retain possession here. Carmelo Anthony is checked in for Portland. Collum comes in for Norman Powell. We've got 1:08 left in the fourth quarter. McCollum against DiVincenzo. Count it!
Remember that one, guys, a difference maker.
I'm wondering, is that the biggest shot of the game?
It's Antetokounmpo on the wing. Money! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
Big-time shot from young Giannis there. He feels more and more comfortable in these big moments.
Nobody near Lillard. Offline with his three.
Just not sure if he ran out of energy at halftime or what, but so far just not himself in the second half.
And the wide-open shot from DiVincenzo. Bullseye!
Giannis, if you talk about maturity, the next thing you're going to see is him playing with great patience. Let the play unfold and then take what the defense gives you.
5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Cantor, the pass to Lillard. Kicks it to Carmelo. 6 on the shot clock. Lillard outside. From deep. Misses the three. And so they foul intentionally.
Had to foul and on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
So the first one drops, and that will put them up by 2.
Lopez serves as an unbelievable case study for someone who changed his game over time. I mean, almost in a season. So specifically, how he added the three-point shot, it's made him such a valuable asset to this offense.
And now a moment to present the New Balance player of the game, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And the shooting percentage, how about all the way in the 60s, shows how deadly he can be when he's feeling it. And as locked in as he was, they were trying to feed him as much as possible. But he never got out of control.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Thank you for joining.
Teams are missing players. Who is better able to weather the storm and take care of business?
The starters for the Portland Trail Blazers. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Nurkic is out there with Anthony, and it's Covington in at the 3, the small forward. And for the Nets, they've got Harris. Durant is out there with DeAndre Jordan. Then it's Kyrie Irving, and it's Harden in at the 1. So the Portland Trail Blazers able to put the first points up on the board. Harden the pass to Jordan. Damian Lillard pulls it in.
And he thought he had a clear path to the hoop, but the defense didn't give up on that play and cut him off.
Feeds it to Harden. Ball's knocked loose and stolen by Lillard. And now Portland on the break. Here's Nurkic. Draws contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Oh, the superior strength on display. Nurkic excels at absorbing contact and muscling the shot in regardless.
Not many teams have the personnel, Greg, to work the ball through the post, but that's what we're going to see plenty of tonight. These two teams can do it.
No doubt, Kevin. It can really add a dimension to your offense, and it creates different rotations defensively, especially when you've got someone down low that's going to demand a double team. And so I'm interested to see, in essence, some old school basketball in terms of how teams rotate out of that post.
I am too. Here's McCollum. James Harden picking up that last basket. And here's McCollum inside. Jordan with the rebound. In the corner, it's Harris. Plenty of space. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot.
I love seeing that kind of unselfishness. Irving is proven to be a sensational teammate.
Lillard against Harden. Pass to McCollum. Here is Durant. Got a piece of it. And a deep three from Harden. He's off on that one. Now Portland takes it the other way. Lillard with it. He kicks it to McCollum. Outside, Covington. Irving against McCollum. And the layup's good off the glass.
And terrific floor awareness. I mean, it's obvious Covington has a great feel for when his teammates are wide open.
Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Irving against McCollum. Back to Harris. Shot clock at 6. The Nets need to get a shot off here. Lets it go from 14. Harden, no good.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
And last season, we saw teams double and trap James Harden more than any other player in the league. As soon as he crossed half court, they did not want the ball in his hands.
And when he rises up, he knows he's probably going to get a clean look. It's a matter of executing.
Oh, yeah. It's got to be nice to have that combination of height and skill. You know you can get your shot off pretty much against anyone.
And all the trapping had to frustrate Harden. But whatever may come, he's going to make the right play.
Yeah, and he can, Jay, because he's not just a good passer. He's a great passer. He averaged over double digits assists the year they played him at point guard. He makes you pay for sending help.
Trailblazers leading by 5. Lillard from outside. Here's Nurkic. Brooklyn with the rebound. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Covington against Harris. It's good from long range.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
McCollum outside. There's 57 seconds left to play in the first. Here's Nurkic. It's in. That's his 3rd field goal of the game. He's 3 for 5.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
Outside Irving. It's Durant on the wing. Pass to Harden. Lets the 3 fly. Yep, that one goes in there.
And Harden is deadly in the pick-and-roll sets, whether he's shooting or passing. The D knows they're in trouble when he's involved.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game. Nurkic kicks to Lillard. And Lillard throws it down.
And, guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. It up for Jordan.
Oh, what a pass. And then he lays it in with the circus move.
So smooth. Now Lillard. McCollum outside. Lets it go from the wing. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Trailblazers lead by 2. Getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. Guys, what stands out from the Blazers so far?
Just a terrific first quarter, sparked really by their unselfishness.
Oh, yeah. Love the ball movement so far. Everything clicking at the offensive end.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. On the court right now for the Trailblazers. Giles is out there with Jones. Then it's Enes Kanter. Then there's Norman Powell. And it's Simons in at the point. Thrown back.
We don't talk much about his defense. I mean, Kanter has been much maligned for his work at that end. But he's been making a better effort. You know, they say there are no easy finishes in the NBA, but that shouldn't be easy.
Here's Green. Up again. And Crippen stays with it. And that ties it up.
I love the determination he showed there, getting himself into good position under the glass.
With the presence of mind to know just where the rebound was going to come down. Well timed. Powell, the pass to Simons. Rebounded by the Nets. Harden outside. It's tipped. Here's Giles. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Whoa, that'll wake you up.
He is such a great athlete. Now, here's Shamet. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Harden outside. Over in the corner, Green shoots. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way.
This is why you can trust Harden to run your offense. He's fantastic at realizing when to dish it.
There's the pass to Powell. Here's Simon. And he bangs it home with one hand.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, G8, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
Yeah, coach is definitely pleased. That's the execution he loves to see.
Here's Green. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 or 3 so far.
And you really can't forget about Green's speed. So effective on the drive.
Pass to Powell. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
Taking it up strong against size. He does not lack for confidence.
No, absolutely not. And in his mind, no one can stop him on that, no matter the size.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
Yeah, he just hit a rough patch. He's trying to climb out of it, but he hasn't been successful. Okay, listen, you got to body him up when he's in the paint. If you play off of him, then that's just 2 easy points.
Harden the pass to Griffin. Back to Harden. You know, Greg, we know there's some power finishers in the NBA like Giannis Antetokounmpo, but he complains a lot that he needs to sell contact rather than muscle through it. How do you evaluate those kind of power finishers in the game?
Well, I mean, there's still power will always play a role, especially when you can add in quickness and athleticism. And I think you start right there with Giannis. I mean, he's kind of epitomizes that. LeBron obviously is still in that category. And a guy like Kawhi Leonard, he sends you into the stanchion when he gets going downhill as well.
And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. And the wide open shot from Green. And the Nets, another 3.
I mean, it took him a long time to get into the flow of the game, but the points are starting to come for him.
Pass to Powell. It's tipped. In transition, here come the Nets. Green with the ball. Nets passing it around. Shamet with it. Powell on him. And that one's good. Shamet's got the lead up to 3 now for Brooklyn.
Yeah, they've gone away from the triple as they look to protect this lead.
Here's Simons, guarded by Harden. Oh, and he blocks it off the glass. Wow. And he commits the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. Jordan, he's checked in for Griffin. Nicholas Claxton comes in for Jeff Green. Joe Harris is checked in for Kevin Durant. And Irving subbed in for James Harden. Out to Harris. Back to Irving. Shoots over Lillard. That one rolling around and rims out. And here's Covington. And the dunk by Covington.
I mean, you can't allow Covington to beat you on the drive. Given his athleticism, you have to clog up these lanes.
On its way from Irving for 2. No good on the last second attempt there. And that's it for the... Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to the NBA. Brooklyn found themselves in a close game in the first. And as great as James Harden has been, and that's a wrap.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. One guy who's getting it done is Jeff Green.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look they wanted.
Yeah, working the ball, getting clean, quality looks. I mean, just efficient basketball through and through.
We've got Harden. Joe Harris is out there with Durant. Then it's Jordan. And it's Irving in at the 2-guard spot. So that's the Nets 5. Lillard dishes to McCollum. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Look at the fearlessness of McCollum. Smaller guard who's willing to get whacked when he's going to the rack.
And so McCollum nails both of them. And so it's KD with it. He brings up the ball for the Brooklyn Nets. They lead by 1. On the wing, Harris. Back to Durant over Anthony. On the wing, Harris. Defended by Covington. And DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
One thing never changes in the NBA. Jordan will always be there among the top offensive rebounders in the league. Passes it to Nurkic.
Here's McCollum. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So one free throw coming up.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
You'd like to see a little more energy coming out of halftime on the defensive end.
Cantor checked in for Portland. That one drops. He ties it up.
And the leap McCollum has taken has been remarkable. From little use reserve his first 2 years to star scorer. Are you kidding me?
Out to Harris. Jordan at the elbow. And the dunk by Jordan.
That's just the product of good pass work. I mean, nice team basketball right there.
The Trailblazers shooting has been great, up over 50%. In fact, 52%. Out to Anthony. Back to Lillard. To the inside. Covington. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. Lillard's got 3 assists in the game. Here is Harden. 2 minutes into the second half of play now. Jordan finds Harris. And a miss there on the triple. Cantor with it. He's picked up by Jordan. McCollum passes to Lillard for the lead. The putback, and Cantor able to finish. And the Trailblazers lead by 2.
They're on target from the start of the half. I mean, they're moving well. They're getting some good shots. That makes them 3 for 4 from the field since halftime.
Harden dishes to Irving. He feeds it to Jordan. Knocked away. And here we go, Anthony heading to the hoop. Good work there as it goes. Now it's a 4-point Trailblazer lead.
He creates so much offense. I mean, Lillard puts intense pressure on the defense to react.
Irving against McCollum. Pops it up for Jordan. Stolen by McCollum. And even 3-on-3 break. Covington passes to Carmelo. Covington. Rebounded by the Nets. Jordan's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Cantor with it. And oh, here we go. McCollum's got it. The fast break chance. Kicks it to Lillard. A 3-ball. Rebound, Brooklyn. Jordan's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. KD drives in. And again, it's the Nets missing. Trailblazers leading by 4. Lillard with it. He's picked up by Irving. Anthony, the pass to Lillard. Now, here's Cantor. Stolen by Harden. The kick out to Irving. And again, it's the Nets missing. Trailblazers have gone an even 50% from the floor here in the third quarter. 4 of 8. And a wide open look for McCollum. Hits the 3-point bomb. McCollum's got the lead up to 7 now for the Trailblazers.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Harden outside. The dish now to Jordan. Kicks it out to Harden. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Misses and the dry spell continues. Portland's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. 3-pointer Lillard. Kevin Durant with the rebound. Nets trail by 7. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Harden the pass to Irving. Durant against Cantor. Back to Irving. Got a hand on it. And now Portland on the break. Lillard from outside. He can't get that one to fall. Got it up. Can't get it to fall. And we've reached the end of the third. It's the Trailblazers as they end the third quarter on a 4. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard, putting the pass right on the money.
Oh, beautiful feed. Always a luxury to have a big man who can see the whole floor.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this 4th period holds in store for us. On the court right now for the Trailblazers. They've got Giles. He's out there with Nurkic. Powell is out there with Derek Jones. And it's Simons in at the 1 spot. Nobody near Irving. No good with the triple.
When the D forgets about him on the perimeter, they're playing with fire. Lucky they don't get burned here.
Here's Giles. Hits it from about 6 feet away. Giles has got the first basket as we get going in the 4th for Portland. Outside Irving. Banked in off the glass.
Love how strong Irving finishes. Awesome at fighting through the defense and sinking these shots.
1 minute now into this 4th quarter. Oh, it's good. And the Trailblazers lead by 9.
Now, they've tailored their offense around him. And let me tell you, he loves playing in this system.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Back to Irving. Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid play all around.
And all quarter long, he's been zeroed in and knocks down big shot after big shot here in the 4th.
And Irving with a clear path to the hoop. Drops in the breakaway layup.
The switch flipped for him at halftime. Not a single point in the first half. All of a sudden, he's come alive.
Simons, the pass to Powell. Lays it up off the glass.
And you're going to take as many of those high percentage shots as you can get.
Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the 4th. Now, here's Shamet. Guarded by Powell. Down low. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Oh, fantastic dunk. And he hangs around up there just for a little camera time.
Yeah, maybe he didn't want to land awkwardly. Who knows? But there he is, and we see it very clearly. Floats it up there for Nurkic. And stolen by Irving. The pass to Claxton. And now they decide to foul intentionally. And Brooklyn making a change here. Harden's checked in, and the Trailblazers making a change here as well. Lillard's checked in. Irving from long range. Here's Claxton. The kick out to Irving. Clock at 6. And he's going up for the alley-oop. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down. Pass to Powell. Back to Lillard. Count it.
But Lillard, he's an exceptional player. He's a guy you trust to make the right decision in these moments.
And it's Harden with the ball for the Brooklyn Nets, trailing by 5. To the paint. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. And here we go. Trailblazers with a fast break. 2 open that time. Made it look too easy.
Well, the first thought from the D there was to protect the rim, so good idea to take the 3 in transition.
Irving looking for an opening. A putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
4th quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. Here's Jones. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up.
And the combination of his quickness and soft touch around the rim really allows him to pull off shots like that. A lot of players don't have the reverse in their arsenal.
Irving. Pass to Claxton. Lillard against Harden. There's Green. Plenty of space. No good there. Now Portland takes it the other way. That's a 2 from Powell. And it's good off the back rim and in. And now it's a 10-point Portland lead.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
That's the dagger. You could tell they wanted that one. I know that's serious.
And so here's Portland. We've got 33 seconds left in the 4th. Three-pointer, Lillard. It's hauled in by Claxton.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
On the wing, Harden. There's 14 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Back to Green. To the middle. Harris outside. Shoots over Powell. And that one hits back iron. No good. And so it's Portland winning this one. They came in here and took care of business like they were the